Hi all, welcome back to my Let's Play of Morrowind, where we are currently turning down our headset. Headphones. It was a little on the loud side, a little spicy on the volume. We are actually continuing this quest given to us by Chaos. The Vivec Informant quest. We have one more person to speak to. Mera Milo, a temple priestess at the Hall of Wisdom in the temple compound. When I have information about the Nervering Court and the Sixth House School from these three, I report back to Chaos. Cool. I'll see you there, I guess. This looks like it may be a temple compound. Oh, I've never seen this before. I was aware of this. I'm relatively sure that that's a meteoroid that's about to crash into the world around us, destroying it, but has been stopped in midair. It's not the temple compound. But we have a statue which looks like it's to be Vivec, I think. Let's go have a nose. I mean, we're just getting introduced to all of the religiosity of this world. That's not the word I mean, is it? Someone's put a coat of flowers. I always imagine the asteroid to be bigger in my head for some reason. I really don't get the layout of this. This is the Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away. So basically, I came here and I read the thing on this wall that's just around this corner. Here. Hall of Justice. Perhaps that's just the Hall of Justice. And this is still the temple district that we need. Is this like the Hall of Wisdom? Yeah. Temple Priestess, the Hall of Wisdom, and the Temple Compound. Okay, right. I'm getting confused. What's the priestess' name, please? Mera Milo.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Mera? Is that you? Here we go.
Bit is out or hit the road.
Yes, I'm Mera Milo. Chaos sent you. Follow me into the back of the library. We can't talk here. Of course. There'd be a lot of books. I mean, I'd barely call it a library, but there's still more books than most other places. I want to speak to you face to face, please. But I can tell you about the Nervering Cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and a hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nervering Cult claims the tribunal of false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nervering Cult. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes temple doctrine and the Nervering prophecies. The prescribed book, The Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy of The Progress of Truth for Chaos Custodies. That will tell them things you need to know about the Nervering Cult. The tribal temple is native religion that civilized Morrowind. They worship three god kings, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivec, who are known together as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. As I said, dissident priests have a book called The Progress of Truth. Dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and outlawed and persecuted. Ordinators arrest them. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Progress of Truth. This book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with the tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it would be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by Ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. Watched by Ordinators. I do not care for the temple's politics, but I have read Progress of Truth and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who have gone into hiding, so I am bound to come to the attention of the Ordinators. I am careful, but I'm afraid. I'm no secret agent like you or Chaos. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding, if it is not too late. When you return to Chaos, tell him I am worried and that if something goes wrong, I will leave the message under the agreed code, Amaya. Dwemer. I'd like to know a bit more about the Dwemer. So they are just painted as bad guys. They are called dwarves in the West. In their folly and their pride, the Dwemer conspired to create a god to serve them and to destroy the Dunmer, but now they are no more. So apparently they've got a book here. So I wonder if we can just steal it. You know, we're a practiced thief, so I doubt they just keep it on the shelves, but I'm going to check anyway because I know how games be sometimes. House of Troubles, Book of Dawn and Dusk. Oh, go away, Ordinator. Don't call me scum. It's a hostile situation here. Anticipations.
Your wounds are minor compared to what you will receive if you continue to bother me.
This is Institute of Law. Well, there's unlikely to be anything with multiple copies.
Talk too much, Outlander.
I'm not saying anything. Is it deep in the halls of wisdom?
Go ahead.
I mean, we all know where we can find this information outside of the game. And we all know I'm going to do it, so I might as well get it out of the way with. Oh, interesting. Jobasha, the guy we delivered the Algonian to earlier, the bookshop, sells a copy. There is also one in the secret library in here, but that sounds tricky to find. So we're coming up to the foreign quarter here, where Jobasha's books are. So we'll be able to hopefully pick up as a copy of the Progress of Truth, which is a cool book name, to be honest. But I thought I'd come and have a little chat, have a little conversation. Not sure about what yet, but how are you? I am really enjoying this Let's Play of Morrowind. I think the interesting thing for me so far has actually been playing the game in 40-minute chunks and not really playing much more than that. You know, here and there I have played some more, but Black Shulk, so it was right, then right. It was down here, I think. Nope. Oh no, it was directly across and then to the right, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just not the way I normally play games like this. I'd normally play it by, oh, hi, it's our Argonian friend. Oh, there's an Ordinator. Right, let's deal with this first.
You have questions?
Louis is here, Morrowind. Barter, give me a book. I'm going to get reading some more of these books in this game, I think. But I'm going to do a reading and then see if it is anything suitable to actually read out on the Let's Play. I suppose it's something we... Oh, there we go. Progress of Truth. Thank you. Oh, you're joking. How heavy is this book? Oh, we still have the Dwemer go here. Is there anything that's like low value that I can just dump? Go away, map. I mean, that isn't worth that much and it weighs a ton. There you go. You can have some stolen goods on your floor. Goodbye. Yeah, normally I'd play a game like this, like probably in like long sittings. Like sitting down and actually just like sessioning the game massively. So to actually come and approach it in these smaller chunks is interesting. It feels more disjointed. Like I don't feel like I'm actually properly like not absorbing myself, but I think Elder Scrolls games have a way of absorbing yourself into the world. You just sort of sit there and become one with it all almost after spending far too long playing singular moments. But I'm not really getting that because it's a very dip in and dip out sort of process. But I'm still rather enjoying it. Let's go back to... Oh no, we do have another quest here, don't we? So I was just about to head back to Balmora, but we have... Which one is it? Mage's Guild, catch a spy. Cool. Just going to speak to an Ordinator and see if they know where the Mage's Guild is. In fact, the internet will know, won't it? Yeah, I believe it's up here. We're still in the foreign quarter. If you don't believe me, there you go. I think it's one of these situated on the side. Perhaps it's in here. Ooh! Ooh, this is the first time I've been into the top of one of these. I like this. This is cool. It's also the Mage's Guild. So apparently there's a traitor in here.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Someone particular. No. Do you know about the dissident priests? Mother Amain in the Ministry of Truth. Right. Talvani spy. Touch Trebonius. I mean, this is one way of discovering a spy in your midst. Hi, has anyone seen a spy here? I'm after a spy. Trebonius, hello. Guildmaster of Vivec. You look like a guildmaster. I like your robes.
Go ahead.
Oh, hello. Dark elves do still sound like they're smoking about 50 a day. Talvini spy. Why no, Marabou? There are no Talvini spies here, and I would know if they were. I'm not mage after all. Tiram Gadar, my Dumeric spies, keeps an eye on spies and that sort of thing. He's been an immense assistance, Marabou. He helps me see the dumber side of every decision I make, and he came with the highest credentials. I'm sure I have them somewhere around here. Oh, yes, here you go. A letter from Akato himself. Hello, Tirama. Are you a spy? Not that I know of. I'm a special... You check my credentials with Trebonius himself. I wonder if like these are fake credentials or... Akato. I wonder if we have to go and speak to Akato to like confirm them. Obvious forgeries, even Akato's name is misspelled. So what do we do with that information? Do we just... Oh yeah, we're not meant to confront the spy at this stage, are we? That's what we were told. Oh, by the way, half an episode in update. I believe that my microphone might be in a slightly different position today to where I normally have it, so just be warned, it might sound different. Cool.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
I guess it's back to Balmora then. Yeah, I want to turn in the Chaos mission first. Chaos. But let's just cut ahead to that. I don't want to spend ages in Balmora or ages travelling. Here we are. Hello. Orders. Have your reports and I'll make copies of the notes from Heluya and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman and you are doing very good work. And here are 200 drakes. Not a lot of money, really. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go and do some jobs for guilds or other freelance work. Just keep it to your cover story current. Or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and we'll have new orders for you. I bet I've messed up there. I want to read this. Let me see if it's worthwhile first. I mean, I think it's worthwhile. Excerpt concerning the points of the temple doctrine challenged by the dissident priests. Number 1. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims that their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing virtue, knowledge, testing, battling with evil. Temple doctrine claims that divine powers and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dhamma ancestors, including among others the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and Saint Nerevar. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth Ur's power and the tribunal's power might ultimately derive from the same source, Red Mountain. Sources in the apocrypha suggests that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagrenek to create the false construct Numidium. Oh god, this is great. This whole idea that they the Dwemer, because we've obviously picked up the Dwemer were trying to construct a false god, but I didn't actually realize it tied back. Obviously, it does tie back. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it has said that. But yeah, then they've used that themselves the tribunal have used that themselves to construct their own gods. Number 2, the purity of the tribunal. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face, represented by the hierographer, the priestly writings, and a hidden face, represented by the apographer, the hidden writings. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretations which hint at a darker and less heroic motives and actions of the tribunes. In particular, conflicting accounts of the battle at Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there is good evidence that the tribunal have been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Dagoth, and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magical power. Number 3. Temple accounts of the Battle of the Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place a tribunal at Red Mountain and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than that the Nerevar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth guarding the profane secrets of the Red Mountain while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, i.e. the tribunal, that Nerevar died at the conference not of his wounds according to the Ashlanders but from treachery, and that subsequently the tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth within Red Mountain, then drove Dagoth beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. Number 4. Veneration of the Daedra, saints, and ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or the heroism of the tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship as practiced by the Ashlanders and by the Saint Veloth. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. Number 5. Denial of the prophecies of the incarnate and persecution of the Nervarines. Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether Nervarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that persecution of the Nervarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of their religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticisms of the Ashlander ancestors' cults, in particular the rites of the Ashlander seers and wise women, and the prophecies of the incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that Nervarine prophecies are genuine and have a systemic study of prophecies recorded in the temple archives. Number 6. Authorities of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest and politics and no longer acts in the best interests of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priests believe that the Archcanon and the Ordinators speak for themselves, not for the tribunal. Number 7. The Inquisition and the use of the terror and torture by the Ordinators. Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissident priests feel that the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood in power. Number 8. Fundamentals of Temple Doctrine. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, and protection for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honour the best traditions of the temple, they believe that many priests in the higher ranks are interested more in the love of authority and luxury than in the welfare of the poor, weak, and ignorant. So, video game. What are you doing here? I think there's definitely something that can be levelled at traditional Western Church here, because number one, there's a disagreement between two brands, and one's branded heretic and the other's not, and that can be seen through multiple episodes of sort of Christianity and the Church of Christ. You can see it like going back to monophysites and like, you know, various arguments within every aspect of the church. I'm, again, not a historian on this, I just briefly know the subjects. And so that's definitely been covered here, but there is also an authoritarian sort of sect. And I didn't actually realise that the Ordinators relied on religious motivations, not motivations, but reasoning to gain their power, which I find really interesting. I also find it interesting to see how the Empire are being placed between all this. And then you do have all like the metaphysical discussions of you know, what actually happened on the Red Mountain, and having a nativist religion that sort of goes against this organised religion that has influences from the outside. Ooh, Ashlanders. But most people are idiots. I know that they hate their settled dumber cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think anyone can remember their tribes. What did you think of the Thieves Guild? Newcomer here. Fair. We need an Ashlander informant. I've heard of a fellow in Aldrune named Hasur Zainsubani, an Ashlander who left the Waste to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out where Zainsubani lives, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he'll tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nervering Courts, then report back to me. Cool. I still find it hilarious that this dude's just like ancient, ripped, and also topless, just stood in his house. Anyway, I think we've got a couple of quests pointing to Aldrune. Let's just nip into the Mages Guild to see if they have anything to say regarding the obviously fake spy thing. But I bet once we go to all of the other places, we'll find out that they're all, what's it called? Oh, stop it. Every time.
Say your business.
Is this us? Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Tavani Spy. Yes, this is exactly the kind of proof I was looking for. Excellent work, Marabou. It's a shame that the guild is run by scuttleheads with no sense of ambition like Trebonius. These credentials are worst forgery I've seen in years. Even Akato's name is misspelled. Please take these scrolls and this dagger for helping the guild. Imperial Swit. He knows nothing of the Dunmer and even less of politics. When you're speaking with him, just nod your head and smile and then forget everything he said. Cool. Advancement? No. Duties? Have you spoken to Edwina in Aldrune or Skink in Seidirith Mora? It looks like Aldrune's where we're going. So here's the Silt Strider ready for us to go. I've just popped in to see Habisi, the Thieves Guild leader in Balmora, just to see where he suggested our next missions are.
We make a special trip.
And he says Aldrune also. So, welcome to Aldrune. Oh. Who are you? Who's this? Is this a glitch? I need to look up this man. Lucan, whoever steals his weapons. Did I steal something off this man? Can anyone remember? I'm a little confused. I mean, I have been a thief before, and I have stolen quite a bit, but I don't remember him. It's always very funny when someone holds like a massive vendetta against you. An Imperial thief and Blackcap of the Thieves Guild can be found just outside of Maimeia, west of the Shurian Shrine. He's weapon shipment who needs to get to what's called. Oh, it's a quest, that one in the wild. What happens if he dies? Is he essential? Not by the looks of it. Yeah, it was that man who we saw in the wild who asked us to like take his weapons for him, but we were really high on what's it called? So I never actually took his weapons, but he must have thought I did take them and steal them. I wonder if this puts us in bad standing with the Thieves Guild. We'll just leave your body there, sir. Okay, as I was saying, welcome to Old Ruin. I think we'll end out today's episode here, because this is a nice starting place for us next time. We can have a little explore around the town and see what's available for us. But I've been to Sugarlips, as I said, and he has said that they have a quest for us here, Mages Guild have quests for us here, and Chaos has quests for us here. So it looks like we might be in Old Ruin for a little minute. My name's been Billy, thank you for watching. If you could like, comment and subscribe, it's helpful, it really is helpful. It's motivating more than anything, to be honest. But we'll be back tomorrow for some more Morrowind. Thank you and goodbye.